Ready? Start. Mr. Chairman, sir, first of all, I would like to express my deep appreciation to all the honorable members who have made their contribution and given suggestions by participating in the discussion on the amendment to the SBI Act. Before I go to some of the important issues, I would just like to give a broad parameter under which the State Bank of India is functioning. The State Bank of India's deposit is rupees 804,116 crore. These figures relate to 31st March 2010. Its advances are rupees 641,480 crore. Priority sector advances are rupees 189,420 crore. Agricultural advances are rupees 78,250 crore. Advances to weaker sections are rupees 56,805 crore, and its net profit is rupees 9166 crore. Its capital to risk weighted assets ratio is 13.39%, of which Tier 1 capital is 9.4%. Its number of branches is 12,496. Branches under the core banking solution. The State Bank of India is one of the banks which has achieved 100% core banking solution. Its number of ATMs is 16,369. Its number of employees is more than 2 lakh, and business per employee is rupees 636 lakh. These are the broad figures in respect of the State Bank of India's performance. Mr. Chairman, sir, I will not take much time of the House. In 1969, when we nationalized 14 scheduled commercial banks, the total number of the bank branches all over India on the day of nationalization was a little more than 6800. Today we are having more than 87,000 bank branches of the public sector banks. If we compare where we started 41 years ago and where we are today, the figure may be substantially impressive, but we shall have to keep in mind that there are 6 lakh villages. Therefore, keeping that in mind, it would not be possible to provide a brick and mortar branch to a large number of villages within the stipulated period, but we shall have to provide the banking services. How to do that? There comes the questions of taking new technology, the questions of business correspondent, the questions of innovative schemes, including the mobile banks. A large number of banks are doing this. So, when we are talking of providing the banking facilities, it includes all. Of course, the branch expansion is there. The Reserve Bank has liberalized the bank branch expansion. For the rural branches, the Reserve Bank has decided that there would be no need of permit. Therefore, branch expansions can take place and each bank is having a branch expansion program. Mr. Chairman, sir, somebody had asked about the education loans. I have got figures in this regard. In March 2008, the number of education loan accounts was 1246870 and the amount was rupees 460. As on March 2009, the number of accounts was 1603385 and the amount was rupees 27 crore. As on March 2010, the number of education loan accounts was 18.51 lakh and the amount was rupees 34 crore. You will notice that within 3 years it has almost been doubled from rupees 19,000 crore to rupees 34,000 crore. In terms of number of accounts, there has been almost 50% increase from 12 lakhs to 18 lakhs. The share of the State Bank in terms of number of accounts is 4.34 lakhs and the amount is about rupees 8700 crore. Sir, in this connection, certain other aspects have also been raised, and because the names of some banks have been mentioned, I would like to clarify that the health of those banks is not bad because banks depend on credibility. If a member of parliament says on the floor of the house that this bank is going to be weak or this bank is going to do poor performance, that will have adverse impact in the minds of the people and it will be pernicious for the performance of the bank's profit. Therefore, I would like to clarify the position. The names of 4 banks, namely Allahabad Bank, UCO Bank, United Bank and Central Bank, have been mentioned. Sir, another issue has also been raised about the dividend payments. Most of the public sector banks have been regularly paying dividends to the shareholders. The aggregate amount of dividend has also been increased substantially. Now question has been raised sometimes that whether in order to have better health we permitted some of the banks to pay less dividend. It is not because of that. As I mentioned, our banks were least affected because of the impact of the adverse financial meltdown, but some of the banks have found it otherwise. So I told them if anybody wants to give reduced quantum of dividend, they will be permitted to do so, but they are using the balance of their profits to enhance the capital.